Welcome everybody, welcome to Yoga and Tai Chi with Anne, where you can use a chair. You can use the chair or you can stand. We're doing most of it standing, but if you need to sit down to do any of the movements, you can sit down and still be able to do the movements, especially the Tai Chi, even the yoga ones that I do, you can just sit on the chair and they'll be fine. But we'll start off standing. Just make sure you're nice and comfortable, and always remember you always change things to suit your body. So if you have shoulder problems or knee or anything doesn't work as well, make sure you adjust it. Make sure you look nice and comfortable. Don't try anything I say or do that is uncomfortable for you. So we're standing nice and comfortable with maybe our feet underneath our hips, or maybe your feet underneath your shoulders, so that way you're feeling nice and balanced. I usually say put your toes in front of your heels, so you're not with your toes pointing outwards. Try and always have your toes in front of your heels, and that way your knees and your toes are pointing in the same direction. But we're going to start off with some Tai Chi or Qigong, which is Qi is energy and Gong is practice. So it's energy practice just to make you feel good. We usually do that according to your breath as well. So the movements align with the breath. But if you've never done it before, just worry about the movements until you know how to do the movements, and then you can just add your breath to it. So everything is nice and slow. All parts of your body are nice without any tension. So your shoulders, your elbows, your fingers, your knees, your ankles, no tension. So you don't stiffen up or anything. Okay, and we always start off with, I always start off with rising sun, setting sun. So basically it's just raise your hands up with your arms straight, as high as whatever's comfortable, and then we slowly let them come down. So fingers pointing up and then slowly down. And you can add your body to this. So breathe in, we're lengthening upwards. Breathing out, we're coming back down. So your knees might sort of bend. Inhale, rising sun. Exhale, setting sun. So you stretch as we breathe in, and then we relax down as we breathe out. Couple more times, rising sun, setting sun. Maybe think of your breath. Can you make the movements as long as your breath? So this is your inhale and then your exhale. One last one, because I don't know if I did two. Okay, the next one is welcoming the dawn. So it's just a bigger breath. So we come up and out. So we're opening up our chest. In and down, like a capital T. So welcoming the dawn, farewelling the dusk, breathing in and breathing out. Couple more times. One last one. Okay, we're going to do hands through the water. So just open your legs a little bit wider, maybe a shoulder width or a little bit wider than that. And this time, of course, your toes are going to be sort of pointing outwards, so that way you're nice and balanced. We bring our hands to one side with the palms facing inwards. We bring the weight onto that leg as well. So we start here, we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we slowly run our fingers to the other side through the water, changing the weight on our leg as well. So breathe in, change your hands, the other hand goes on top. Breathe out, slowly run your fingers through the water. So your fingers are not stiff, they're nice and loose. Your arms are loose, your elbows, your wrists. And you're shifting from one leg to the other. So it's also teaching your body balance as well. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel your body going from side to side. Use your mind. Imagine your fingers running through some gentle water. So we're not going too fast that we're going to make waves in the water. Shifting your hips from one side to the other. Shifting the weight from one leg and one foot over to the other leg and foot. Okay, one more. And then just come back to the centre. You can just step it in to make yourself comfortable again. Let's do heel and toe as well, just to work on the ankles. So bring out one of your heels. It's not, your heel is on the ground and your hands are next to you. And then it's heel and toe. So you come up onto your toe, bring it to the back and your hands out in front. Heel in front, the heel's in front and the leg, hands behind. Toe, the toes behind and your arms out in front. So this helps you with balance as well. So heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. One more time. Heel, toe, and then come back to the centre. And of course we're going to do it on the other leg. So come onto the other heel with your hands sort of not behind you but next to your hips. Heel and then toe. Toe behind, hands out in front. Heel and toe. 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 One last more. Heel and toe. And then back to the centre. Okay. Open the legs or feet a little bit wider. This time we'll do eagle spreads its wings. So I look at it as saying hello to the people on either side of you. So one arm, up, and then back down. Other side, up, and down. Or you can think of it as you're painting. You're going to paint the wall on this side, paint the wall on the other side. So this is eagle spreads its wings. So you're changing from one side of one weight on one leg to the other leg, or one foot to the other foot. So this is also working on your spine and your waist. And you can do this one with your breath as well. So it's we breathe in, bring the arm up, breathe out, bring it down. Breathe in the other arm, breathe out, coming back. Side to side. Don't worry if you get it wrong, because there is no wrong, it's just moving your body. The whole idea of Tai Chi and yoga is moving. So that way we stay flexible, that way we can do the little things in life. Okay, we're going to do one more with both arms. And then come back to the centre. And again, feet come in and give your body a bit of a wriggle. And I always like to finish off with lotus flower as well. So we usually with Tai Chi, we step out with our left foot. So come onto your left toes, step out with your left foot, put the heel down, and then you slowly move your hips into the centre. We start off with rising sun, setting sun. So bring the hands up and down. We're going to make a big circle and breaststroke. So turtle is going to swim. Now we're going to bring the hands out in front, little flippers with palms facing forward, because rabbit is going to dig the earth and then toss it. Separate those hands, bring them past your hips. We're going to scoop up the water so fair maiden can sprinkle it on the garden. Make fists with your hands. We're going to, the lotus seeds are going to root down into the ground, and then the lotus flower is going to blossom. One arm circle. So I'm going to turn to face the wind. and then turn to face the wind with the other arm. Once the hands come together, we're going to cup the hands, raise the sky, palms facing down. We're going to push down the earth, bend the knees, spread the hands out because the earth is big, and then come up, holding a ball. So a beach ball, basketball, palms facing each other. Now this is going to be separating heaven and earth. So the bottom hand is going to go up, and it's a stretch. So we're going to separate heaven and earth, and then come back, hold the ball, palms facing each other. Bottom hand goes up. We're going to separate heaven and earth. Hands come out in front again, little flippers, palms facing forward. Rabbit is going to dig the earth and toss it. And then we're going to do it again. So rising sun. Hands come up, setting sun. Coming back down. Big circle. Turtle is going to swim. So like a breaststroke. Hands out in front, little flippers. The rabbit is going to dig the earth and toss it. Separate the hands, palms past your hips. Scoop up the water. So fair maiden can sprinkle it on the garden. Make fists. The lotus seeds are going to root down into the ground. And then the lotus flower is going to blossom. Single hand circle. So I'm going to turn to face the wind. And then turn to face the wind. Once the hands come together, cup them, and then we're going to raise the sky and push down the earth. Bend the knees, spread those hands out, come up and hold your ball. Bottom hand goes up. I'm going to separate heaven and earth. Palms holding the ball, palms facing each other. Bottom hand goes up. I'm going to separate heaven and earth. Hands come out in front, little flippers. The rabbit is going to dig the earth again and then toss it. Okay, one last time. So rising sun, setting sun, turtle swims, rabbit is going to dig the earth, and the rabbit tosses the earth. I'm going to scoop up the water so fair maiden can sprinkle it on the garden. Make fists. We're going to lotus seeds are going to root down into the ground, and then the lotus flower is going to blossom. One hand, I'm going to turn to face the wind, and then turn to face the wind with the other hand. Cup the hands, palms facing up, we're going to raise the sky. Palms facing down, we're going to push down the earth. Spread them out. Come up, holding the ball, palms facing each other. Bottom hand goes up. I'm going to separate heaven and earth. Palms facing each other again. Separate heaven and earth. Hands out in front, little flippers. The rabbit is going to dig the earth and toss it. And then I bid farewell to the setting sun. And then we come up onto our left toes, bring the left foot in, put the heel down, and finish off our Tai Chi Qigong. Okay, so let's do some yoga. And yoga, to me, it's more stretching just to keep your flexibility. So let's open the legs nice and wide to whatever's comfortable for you. Toes further, pointing out further than your heels, so outwards. And we're just going to bend the knee a little bit. One knee at a time. So breathe in and then breathe out. Just bend one knee. Doesn't matter which one because we're going to do both sides. So make sure you're nice and comfortable. You're also opening up the hips and just stretching those inner thighs. As you breathe in again, slowly come back to the center. Breathe out, bend the other knee. Hold it here. Just take a few breaths here. And you want to keep your body straight. We don't want to be leaning forward as well. Okay, breathe in, come back to the center. Let's do it a little bit faster. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Let's add the opposite hand. So we're going to bend, we're going to come up back to the center. Let's bend this knee, opposite hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend the knee, push the hand. Change over. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend the other knee, push the other hand. Come back, breathe in, breathe out. Push and bend the knee. Come back, the other side. Now this pushing of the hand can be either just in front of you, or we can exaggerate it and do it like a big stretch. Other side. So it's up to you. I call this pressing the wind as well. So remember, you always adjust it to what your shoulder can handle. So if you've got shoulder issues, obviously you're not going to stretch too high. You're going to keep it in front of you. But we're bending those knees to keep them flexible as well. Just a couple more. Top. Let's stretch. Other side. Last one. And then come back. Okay, this time we're going to do both knees together. So this is what I call my goddess pose, but it's just basically movement. So as we breathe in, bring the hands overhead, palms together. We're going to bend both knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the hands down, bend both knees. Okay, let's do a few of these. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. That's 2. Let's do 10. 3. Make sure you're nice and balanced. Your feet are nice and planted on the ground. 4. Breathe in, we're stretching. Breathe out, we're sinking down. Keep your body straight again. What am I up to? 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Okay, last one. We're going to stay here. Hold it here. Press into your palms. The knees are bent. Try make sure your pelvic floor is nice and tight, because it is opening up the hips and the groin, your inner thighs. Notice your breath. Can you still feel yourself breathing in and breathing out? Okay, as you inhale, slowly straighten up. Heel and toe those feet in just once or twice. Make sure you're still nice and balanced. We're going to do another 10. Okay, so inhale. Exhale down. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. This time we're going to do it as a twist as well. 7. When we get to 10. 8. And your bottom goes as low as whatever's comfortable. 9. So this is the last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the hands down. Hands on top of your thighs. Inhale, exhale. Twist one way. Look one side. Breathe in, come back to the front. Breathe out, go the other way. So that way we're working the spine and the waist as well, but you're working those thighs. Breathe in, come back to the center. Take another breath. Okay, inhale, bring yourself up. Jump those feet in, give them a wriggle. And let's do some warriors. So you can do this one sitting down or standing up as well. So open your legs wide again, but this time we're going to point our toes to one side. So both toes pointing in the same sort of direction. So my hips are facing in the same direction, but then I bring my shoulders back to the center. So we're going into warrior 2. So inhale, this is my front knee. So inhale, exhale, bend that knee. Just a little bend, because we want that knee to be above the ankle so it's supported. Breathe in, bring your arms out at shoulder height, and then turn your head. You're looking past your front hand here. You're looking way past your fingertips. You're looking out into the future. You're in warrior 2. You're building strength and stamina in those legs. We're standing here. So I want you to notice your breath. Can you feel your chest, your belly rise and fall? Let's go into triangle. So inhale, straighten the knee. Drop that hand down, raise the other one up towards the ceiling. We want to keep this knee soft as well. We want to feel the stretch on our side. So we're going to push this top shoulder a little bit back. So we're getting a really good stretch from the fingers up in the ceiling all the way down. But we're activating our heart meridian, which runs from your fingers to your chest. It's going to help you with any heart issues like heartache. We're going back into Warrior Two. Breathe in, bring your arms up. Breathe out, bend the knee, turn your head, relax your shoulders. Now if this is hurting your shoulders, you can always bend the hands, bend the elbows I should say, and this is just as good. But Warrior Two. Let's go. Reverse warrior. Turn your front hand up, drop the other one down. Inhale, raise that hand up towards the ceiling. If you can, look up. We're opening up that side of the rib cage, compressing any organs on the opposite side. We're looking up or looking straight ahead. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. Into reverse warrior. And we're going back into Warrior Two. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bend the knee, relax those shoulders. Take a couple of breaths. Okay, extended angle pose. So bring your hand or forearm to your thigh. Inhale, raise that hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale it all the way over. Think of a nice straight line from your fingers all the way down to your foot. Giving yourself a really good stretch. And back into Warrior Two. Breathe in, bring yourself up. Exhale, bend the knee, relax the shoulders, turn your head. Couple breaths. Okay, inhale, straighten your knee, bring those hands down. We're going to do it on the other side. So turn your toes both to the other side. Of course, your hips are going to follow, and then we bring our shoulders back to the center. Inhale, exhale, we're bending the knee. Breathe in, bring those arms out at shoulder height, turn your head. The other side is now the front. So we're looking past that fingertips out into the future, because the other hand now is your past. We know it's there. We know where our past is. We acknowledge it. We're not focusing on it. We're actually focusing on our breath. Feeling the air going in, coming back out. Reverse warrior. So turn your palm up, drop the other hand, raise that hand up towards the ceiling. Remember to try and keep that knee bent. We don't want the legs to move, it's just the arms. Look up or look straight ahead. And back into Warrior Two. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, sink back down. Make sure your shoulders are comfortable. Back into Warrior Two. Notice your breath. Okay, extended angle pose. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Inhale, bring the hand up. Exhale it all the way over. Big, long, straight line from your fingertips down to your foot. Stretch. And again, you can look up or look straight ahead. We try not to look down because we end up down there. And back into Warrior Two. Breathe in and out. I think I forgot triangle, so let's do triangle. So inhale, straighten the knee, drop that hand, raise the other one, nice long stretch. And we're keeping this knee soft, of course. Stretching from to the ceiling, down to the ground. And back into Warrior Two. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a few more breaths. Just notice your breath. Notice your feet on the ground. Can you press your toes, your heels into the ground, into your mat? Okay, breathe in, straighten the knees, bring those hands down, turn your toes forward. So what I want you to do is be able to feel the weight on the outside of your feet, because we're going to go forward. Bring your hands behind, interlace the fingers or grab your elbows, and we're going to bring the top of the head down. So push your shoulders back. As you breathe in, we're going to lengthen. As you breathe out, fold forward. Keep the knees soft. Bring the hands up towards the ceiling. If you're holding your elbows, see if you can just take your arms or the pressure off your arms off your back. Make sure you're nice and balanced. You might be looking down at the ground or in between your legs, seeing the world differently. This is very good for lower back pain, by the way. Breathe in, slowly raise your head all the way up. Under your hands, fingers pointing down, put them to your lower back. We need to do a back bend. So shoulders back, hips forward. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. We're counteracting the forward bend. Hold it here, just take a few breaths. Open up your throat, your heart, your lungs. Take a few breaths. Okay, inhale, straighten your head, straighten your hips. You can jump those feet in, heel and toe them, give them a bit of a wriggle. And let's do some warrior ones as well. So let's go to the small end of the mat. Doesn't matter which side, because we're just going to step back. All right, I'm going to step back with my right leg. So my feet are just underneath my hips. I'm looking straight ahead. Inhale, exhale, big step back with your right foot. Now my hips start to turn. So what I'm going to do is turn my hips to face my left foot. So I'm still looking straight ahead. My spine is nice and straight. I'm balanced. My feet and toes and heels are in the mat or the ground. And I'm going to bend my left knee or the knee in the front. So breathe in and breathe out. Just a little bit without moving my head. If I can still see my big toe, then I'm fine. As you breathe in, bring your hands overhead, stretch to the ceiling. Your palms are facing each other into warrior one. Lengthen towards the ceiling. Sink down in between your hips. We're stretching those hamstrings into warrior one. Okay, breathe in, straighten the knee, breathe out. Bring your hands down and behind you. Interlace the fingers behind you. We're going to keep that left knee soft. Push your shoulders back. We're going forward again. So inhale, exhale, fold forward. Now you can either look down or drop the top of the head down, and then your interlaced hands, see if you can move them up towards the ceiling, and you'll feel your upper arms working, your biceps and your triceps. And of course your hamstrings. Notice your breath. Okay, breathe in slowly, bring your head up, under your hands, maybe do some shoulder rolls forward and then backwards. Turn your left toes, step that right foot in, because we need to do it on the other side. So we're going to step back with our left foot. Inhale, exhale, big step back with your left foot, and then make sure your hips are still facing your right foot. Spine nice and straight. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Breathe in, bring those hands overhead, palms facing each other, stretch towards the ceiling. Maybe you can look towards the ceiling as well. You're lengthening as you breathe in. As you exhale, you slowly sink down. Relax those shoulders. Press your feet into the ground. So you're grounding yourself down. But we're still lengthening our spine and opening up our rib cage. Breathe in, straighten the knee, breathe out, bring those hands behind. Interlace them behind your back or grab your elbows. Shoulders go back. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Keep the knees soft and then bring your interlaced hands up towards the ceiling to work those upper arms and of course your hamstrings. Okay, breathe in slowly, bring yourself up, under your hands, shoulder rolls forward, and then backwards. Turn your right toes, step that left foot in, give it a bit of a wriggle. And if you have got your chair, what we can do is just use the chair just for balance. Okay, so we're not actually going to sit on the chair. I'm just going to use it so I can balance. So I'm going to just hold on. But we're going to do sort of like lunges. So we'll start off with the right leg. Big step back with your right foot, but stay on your right toes. Don't put the heel down. And all we're going to do is bend the knees a little bit. We're not bringing the back knee to the ground. It's just bending it slightly. So we want to keep our spine or our body nice and straight. So inhale, exhale, bend. Breathing, come up. Let's do 10. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, step that one in because we need to do it on the other side. So make sure you hold it with the other hand. Big step back with your other, well, it's my left foot, but it can be as long as it's the opposite foot. Hold on, you can bring your hand to your hips, that'll make you stay nice and balanced. Inhale, exhale, go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Step that foot in and make yourself nice and comfortable again. Let's do it, well, we've worked the outside, the back of the thigh and the front. We're going to work the outside of the thigh as well. So again, I'm using the chair just to hold on. Opposite hand goes onto my hips or waist, so that way it's got something to do. Okay, so this leg is going to go out. We're going to keep the toes pointing out in front, okay? So breathe in, and out, bring it down. Try and keep your core muscles tight as well. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give that leg a bit of a wriggle. Now you can either just move over to the other side of your chair, so we can do the other side. So the other leg goes out. Okay, so core muscles nice and tight. So when I say core muscles or zip it up, basically think if there was a zip here, this is where your trouser zip would be. You're making it tight so that way you can do the zip up. So you're keeping everything below the waist nice and tight. So breathe in, bring it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give that part of the body a bit of a wriggle as well. And what we can do is maybe do that on our knees. Now, if you do have knee problems, maybe get a cushion or something and put it underneath your knee, so that way it's nice. It's got cushioning. If it's way too hard for you to do it on your knee, maybe you can still do it. Do another. It'll be basically the same thing, but standing. Okay, so I'm going to come down onto my knees or shins, and we're going to bring one leg out. So we straighten that leg and we put the foot flat on the mat. My body is nice and straight again. We're working those inner thighs again this time. They're your hip flexors. So breathe in, breathe out, bend the knee. Hold it here. So what I'm doing is using my body weight to sink down. So I'm not leaning into my leg. I'm using my body weight to open up my hips and stretch those inner thighs. Breathe in, come back up, straighten the knee. Breathe out, go back down. Hold it here. And you can either have the hands on your hips, you can have them on your leg. It doesn't matter where your hands are, they're not doing anything. It's actually just stretching that inner thigh. Inhale, let's do it one more time. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, go back down. Okay, inhale, straighten the knee. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. If you need to, hold on to the chair so that way you're not going to balance. We're going to straighten the leg and take the toes off the mat. So we're going to spread those toes and we're stretching the back of the leg for a hamstring stretch as well. You can bring the hands to the mat or the floor if you don't have anything else handy to hold on to. And then as you breathe in again, slowly bring yourself up, change the knees over so we can do it on the other side. So straighten the other leg, foot on the mat. As long as the foot's on the mat, when you bend the knee, it'll automatically go on top of your ankle. So breathe in, breathe out, and then make sure you're still straight, your body's still straight. Hold it here. You feel that stretch. You feel those hips opening up. I know it doesn't sound good to open up the hips, but it's very good for lower back pain because it makes room for your sacrum and sciatica nerve. Okay, breathe in, straighten the knee. Breathe out, bend your knee. And you can hold on to the chair if you need for balance, of course. We always make sure that we're nice and balanced. We don't want to topple over. Breathe in, come back up. Last one, breathe out, go down. And you'll also feel it in the back leg, in the front of the thigh as well, because that's sort of stretching as well. Okay, breathe in, straighten the knee, take the toes up, hamstring stretch, spread the toes as well. They need stretching as well. So if you haven't got your shoes on, spread those toes. Okay, as you breathe in, bring yourself up. Let's, if we can, sit on the floor. We're going to do, let's do some twists. Now you could do them sitting on the chair, but I find it's easy on the floor. I can't go any further than down here. So I'm going to straighten out my left leg. I'm going to bend my left knee and bring my left foot towards me. I'm going to grab my right foot, sorry. My right knee with my right hand or right arm, and my left hand is going to go behind. My left foot is going to be flexed, so my toes are pointing to the ceiling. As I breathe in, I'm going to lengthen to the ceiling. As I breathe out, I'm going to open up to the left. Maybe look over my left shoulder so I can stretch my eyes. I'm keeping the spine flexible. I'm working on my waist muscles and my digestive organs as well. Make sure the left foot stays flexed and your right foot is planted firmly on the ground. Breathing, we're still lengthening. Breathe out, we're going to slowly come back. Let's do it on the other side. So grab your right foot if you can and put it on the outside of your left leg. The left leg is going to stay straight with the foot flexed. My right foot is flat on the mat. This time I'm going to grab my right knee with my left hand or left elbow, and my right hand goes behind, up on fingertips. Keep that left foot flexed. Inhale, we're stretching. Exhale, we're twisting. We're going to look over that right shoulder. I'm stretching my eye muscles. I'm opening up my collarbone, opening up my chest. I'm using my waist muscles, my obliques. And then I'm also stretching the outside of the right thigh as well. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, slowly bring your head and body round, undo those legs, let's do it on the other side. So straighten out the right, bend the left, bring it towards you, flex that right foot, grab the left knee with the left hand or elbow, right hand goes behind again. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, we're opening up to the right again. Push that right shoulder a little bit back, make sure the right foot stays flexed. Okay, inhale, exhale, slowly bring yourself round. Grab your left foot, put it on the outside of the right leg. Right foot stays flexed. Grab the left knee with the right arm or elbow. And my left hand goes behind. Inhale, exhale and open up to the left. Look over that left shoulder. Make sure the right foot is still flexed. Can you feel the stretch on the outside of the thigh, the left thigh? Feel the twist in the waist. Notice your breath. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring your head and body round. Give those legs a bit of a wriggle. And now we're going to do our meditation sitting. You can lie down, of course. You can sit on a chair or sit on a block, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to sit on my block or cushion today, or you can sit on a chair. So make yourself comfortable. You don't need to cross your legs or anything as long as you're comfortable. Okay. All we need to be is comfortable. If you're uncomfortable, your mind will automatically go to what's uncomfortable. So if you're crossing your legs or your knees are bent and they're aching, my mind will automatically go to my knees and say, oh, that's hurting, that's stretching or whatever. So you need to be comfortable. So if you're sitting on a chair, you need your feet on the ground. So you probably will be sitting forward. You might need to put a cushion behind you. Okay. So we want to open up our collarbone. So we're going to rotate our arms so our palms are facing up. And then the back of our hands is just gently on our thighs. Now, we can, as we breathe in, we're going to stretch our fingers out, separate your fingers and thumbs. And as you breathe in and breathe out, just allow those fingers to slightly curl back in and relax. Now we're going to try a mudra as well. And a mudra is just like a hand signal or a hand bind. So this one's Vaya mudra. So I want you to bend your index finger and place your thumb on top. So you're going to bend this one and then place the thumb on top so the other fingers are out straight. And we do that on both hands. Now this one can help with rheumatism, arthritis, gout and Parkinson's. It relieves bloating, calms the nervous system and helps with hormone imbalance. So this one's really good. And at any time you can do the mudra on your hands when you're just sitting there. It doesn't have to be, and you don't have to do it for too long. You could be just doing it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's whatever. Okay, so your hands are gently resting on the top of your thighs. And of course your spine is nice and straight or long, so you're comfortable. So we're going to go back to our breath. We're going to breathe in and then breathe out. Maybe take a big breath in through your nose and then a nice long exhale out through your mouth like a sigh. One more time. Inhale and then exhale it out. Feel the tension of the day dissolving off your shoulders, the back of your neck. Feel your whole body just sinking down towards the ground. Now, of course, you can have your eyes open or closed. It's up to you, as long as you're comfortable. You can just listen to my voice. So breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose as long as that's comfortable, because all we're doing is just resting. So you don't need extra air. So you should be able to breathe in and out through your nostrils. And of course, if you have sinus issues or hay fever or anything like that, of course, you're going to breathe in maybe through your mouth. Remember, you don't do anything I say if it's uncomfortable for you. We just want our breath to settle. So just notice yourself breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you can feel the air going in and then coming back out. Can you feel your chest rise and fall? As you take your next breath in, maybe feel your belly rise. And then as you breathe out, your belly deflates. So breathe in belly, take a little bit more for your chest, and then exhale it out. So your chest will go down, your belly goes down. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, chest, belly. Feel your breath settling down, getting into a rhythm. Now, if your eyes are closed, I want you to take your awareness outside your room. sounds outside your room or outside your house. Can you maybe hear cars, the traffic? Can you hear people, children? Maybe the wind in the trees, in the leaves. Listen to the sounds outside your room. And when you do notice a sound, just acknowledge that sound. So you might hear a car driving past. So you say to yourself inside your mind, car. But then you move on to the next sound. Don't sort of stay with that one sound. I can hear birds singing outside my room. But I acknowledge the bird and then move on to the next sound. So listen to the sounds outside your room. Now gently bring your awareness inside your room. Listen to the sounds inside your room. Maybe you can hear a clock ticking or another person moving or a child or a pet. Just listen to the sounds inside your room. Now gently move your awareness a little bit closer to yourself. Move your awareness just to the outside of your body. So can you feel where your body maybe is sitting or lying down? Feel the chair beneath you, the cushion beneath you, the mat beneath you. Feel the material on your skin, on your legs, your arms. Feel the air on your skin, maybe on your nose, on your fingertips, on your toes. Feel the air on your exposed skin. Then move your awareness to your body. Can you feel your body breathing in, breathing out? Maybe you can feel your lungs expand, your ribcage expands as you breathe in, and then feel your lungs and ribcage contract as you breathe out. Maybe you can feel the air going in through your nostrils, your parted lips, coming back out. Can you actually hear yourself breathing in and breathing out? Now we're just going to add a mantra, a nice one that actually flows and sounds of the air going in and out. And it's so hum. So as you breathe in, think so. As you breathe out, think hum. Let it flow with your breath. Can you hear yourself thinking so hum? And of course, at any time, if your mind wanders off, don't worry. When you notice it, just gently nudge your awareness back to your body, back to your breath, back to the mantra, so hum. And every time you do that, you're actually strengthening your focus, your concentration. So breathe in, breathe out, so hum. Now gently bring your awareness back into the room, back to your body if it's wandered off. And just notice your body, become aware of your body wherever it is, on the mat, on the ground, on a cushion, on a chair. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the mat, the cushion, the chair. Again, become aware of the air touching your skin. And notice yourself breathing in, breathing out. Can you feel your chest, your belly rise and fall as you breathe in and breathe out? As you breathe in again, you blink your eyes open if they're closed, and let's just stretch. Inhale, stretch to the ceiling, and then exhale, slowly bring your arms down. We're going to stand up to finish off, so just get yourself back up. And we'll do some stretching standing up as well. So again, make sure your feet are underneath your hips or your shoulders, so that way you're nice and balanced. And we're going to stretch to the ceiling again. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, slowly bring them down. Side stretch, one arm. Inhale. Exhale it over, big long stretch. Breathe in, slowly come back up. And down the other side, up and over. Inhale, slowly bring it back up and down. We're going to do a side stretch again, but with both arms together. So inhale, stretch, interlace your fingers above your head, and then palms facing the ceiling. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, go to one side. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, go the other way. Breathe in, come back to the center. Turn your palms facing downwards. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Fold forward like a rag doll. Let go, and let's make circles with your hands, so that way we can massage the shoulders. Your knees are soft or bent, whatever's comfortable. Now make those circles with your hands and arms the other way. And we're going to come halfway up. As you breathe in, slowly bring your hands to your knees, your thighs. Push your tailbone backwards, your shoulders back. Think of yourself as a right angle. So you're looking straight down. Okay, we're going to go into chair. Breathe in, zip up, bring those hands out in front of the neck. So just bend those knees and just sit. Pretend you're sitting on a chair. Hold it here. Let's do it as a twist. Palms together into prayer. In front, just the shoulders move. Inhale. Exhale. Twist one way. Don't move those knees. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, go the other way. Breathe in, come back, take another breath. Okay, inhale, straighten the knees and you can shake that body out. Okay, let's do it as a twist as well. So maybe bring your one leg in front of the other one and your foot's going to be flat on the mat. We're going to, the same one as the front leg, the arm, the other one's going to go onto your hips. So bring that arm out at shoulder height, breathe in, we're going to lengthen our spine, open up our chest, breathe out and twist it to that side. Maybe look over your shoulder. Breathe in slowly, bring yourself all the way back round, bring that arm down, change the legs. Bring the other leg out in front, foot flat on the ground because we want to be balanced. Opposite hand on the hip, arm out by your side, shoulder height. Inhale, exhale, bring it over and maybe look over your shoulder as well. Breathe in slowly, bring yourself back to the center and then bring that hand down, undo those legs, give them a bit of a wriggle as well. Maybe if your chair's nearby, hold on to the chair if you need to. We're just going to do the ankles as well. So as you breathe in, bring one knee up and then make circles with that foot. And then we're going to make your circles the other way. And then straighten the leg, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, bend the knee one more time, straighten, bend and put that foot down. Let's do it on the other side, the other leg. Bring that knee up, make circles with that foot. And then we're going to make those circles the other way. Okay, the knee. So straighten and bend. Straighten and bend, straighten, bend, put it down. Okay, let's do shoulder rolls as well. So shoulder rolls forward, so up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back. Other way. So up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward. Elbows. So just big circles with your hands. So we're just working those elbows. And the wrists, circles with the wrists. Other way. Twinkle, twinkle with the fingers. Okay, the neck. So relax those shoulders. You can do this sitting down if you need to. So we're going to keep our head straight or our shoulders relaxed. We're just going to stretch the side of the neck. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring one ear towards one shoulder. Nice long stretch on the opposite side. Breathe in slowly, bring your head back to the center. Breathe out, drop the other ear to the other shoulder. Breathe in, bring it back to the center, side to side. Inhale, exhale, turn your whole head to one side, but your body's staying where it is. Just look over to the side. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, look the other way. Breathe in, come back to the center. As you breathe out, drop your chin to your chest. Nice long stretch to the back of the neck. As you breathe in, we're going to come back to the center and all the way to the ceiling. Look up to the ceiling. Maybe point your chin to the ceiling. Great stretch from the front of the neck. We want to take away that double chin. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your head back to the center. Give your whole body a bit of a wriggle. Maybe give your hips a bit of a wriggle as well, just to make sure everything's fine. And we're going to give ourselves a big hug to open up. So breathe in, open up. Breathe out, tight squeeze, hug. And then you can, if you can, lay your cheek onto your upper arm. And because we've done really well today, give yourself a pat on the back and tell yourself that you are perfect just as you are. Breathe in, raise your head, open those arms the other way. Other arm comes on top, the other cheek goes on top.
And because we're worth it, we're going to give ourselves more pats on the back. And don't forget to tell yourself that you are worthy and perfect just as you are. Breathe in, raise your head, open those arms, bring them overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring them down. 2 more circles. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Namaste, everybody. Have a great day. Be kind and smile. Thank you very much for joining me for yoga and Tai Chi with Anne, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Thank you.